Hello Libra, this is Natalia. So I'm finally back with your May reading, and apologies for the delay in posting these up, but I've really had to squeeze them into my schedule at the moment, but I didn't want to let you down, so here are my readings for you. Now Libra, I've got some really exciting news for May. This is such a magical, powerful month. I'm just going to dive straight in and tell you all about it. So we've got 3 cards, and each one of these is related to the beginning, the middle and the end of May. And this first card you've got is the Page of Water. And the Page of Water is all about being able to tap into our intuition, being able to rise above things, look down on our lives and really see things for what they are. So if you've been going through some stuff, if you've been feeling stuck or unappreciated, or as though your life hasn't been terribly magical, things are about to change, and I think that the new moon is about to kick everything up a gear. Oh yes, and I hope that that's good news and music to your ears, because whenever you get the Page of Water card coming up in a reading, it's about you being very sensitive to the energies. It's about you being ready to be really open to your intuition. And you can see that there's this lady, and she's just almost like the water's bubbling up, and she's being lifted up above these waves, and she's almost walking on water. And that has this very incredibly powerful imagery associated with it. But also you've got these killer whales circling around her, so it's like you're surrounded by really positive energy, you're being protected, you're in a good place, and that's all you need to know right now. It's you have a sense of knowing you're going to get exactly what it is that you need to discover about yourself. Now, this can also signify somebody new coming into your life. It doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship, but it can be, because it's a water card, so there's an emotional element to it. So somebody coming in, and somebody who really understands you, and you intuitively know, you have the sense of knowing that the connection is important, and they are just really good for you and the good quality of your life right now. So right at the beginning of the month, this happens. You're going through this new phase. You're going through this ability to lift yourself out of the doldrums, to rise above things, to look down on things, to see them for what they really are, in terms of any kind of struggles or stuckness, because we've got all of this retrograde planets going on at the moment, and it can give us this feeling of nothing's moving, everything feels like it's just swirling around. And I'm not able to get out of this little labyrinth that I'm in. But you will be, because you are being lifted out of it. And then when we get to the middle of the month, all this intuition gives you excitement, it gives you ideas, it gives you flashes of inspiration, that you can then begin to start to formulate some kind of new plans, some creative ideas, just like the little dragon on this card is shown. He's created this egg, he's sitting on this egg and he's incubating it. So he's very happy and excited about it, but he doesn't want to actually do anything to make big waves about it right now. He doesn't want to go out and shout to the world and say, look what I've accomplished, look what I'm working on, because there's still work to do with it. There's a lot of important adjustments to be made. There's a lot of time. It's about timing, and as we all know, timing is everything, isn't it? So if we shoot, our arrow too soon, we miss the target, and we ought to be sure that we've got everything refined and just so. And that's actually really good, because we've got Mercury retrograde still at the middle of the month, and Mercury retrograde periods are never a good time to start launching and attacking new things. They're really good time to go over things again and to get everything straightened out and to make sure it's absolutely wrinkle free and it's ready to rock and roll. So you're on fire with your creativity and your ingenuity. Hopefully your confidence levels will be high too, because you look at this dragon, he's sort of looking into the distance and going, yes, I see great possibility. I'm still formulating my plans. I'm still checking things out and trying to make sure that they're absolutely as robust as they can possibly be. But I'm feeling quietly confident. And the other thing is, if that Page of Water card that came out at the beginning of the month for you is related to a relationship, a love relationship, I think chances are you'll want to discover more about this person and get to know them more fully before you start telling everybody about them. So, sometimes we can get a little bit excited when we meet somebody. I've seen so many times people changing their Facebook status. I'm in a relationship, and then, 2 weeks later, you actually get to see the real person, or they decide that they don't want commitment, and then you're having to be very embarrassingly and very publicly changing your status back to single. So I think it's one of those. I think it's a case of working in the background on something, letting it blossom, letting it come to fullness. And then you are ready to charge ahead and say, look at me, look what I've created, look what's going on in my life. And it's all really good and really, really positive. So if you can just hold your guard, if you can just hold yourself back from announcing things to people, I think that the end of the month with the full moon is a very, very important time for you. This lunar cycles of the new moon and the full moon for May, for all the star signs, has been quite powerful. So I just felt compelled to pull a couple of extra cards out for that, which I'll be telling you about at the end of your reading. But this month it just felt like, what is going on with the moon, it's been very interesting because it's actually resonated very much with the general reading that I've done for each star sign. So when you get to the end of May, we have a full moon occurring around the 21st of May, depending on where you are in the world. In the UK, it's happening on the 21st of May. And you've got this Six of Fire. And the Six of Fire is like the, oh yes card. I just want to, stick my hand in the air and it's like that. I've done it card. It's the card of victory. It's the card of real fulfillment in terms of anything that you've been wanting to bring to life, anything that you've been wanting to get recognition for, that you've been working hard around, that you've been pushing to make happen in your life. The Six of Fire is like one of those where it just says, yes, this is going to happen. There's really great news written all over it. You can see this man on the horse riding back into the kingdom, victorious with his flag, and all the people are running around and they're throwing rose petals in his path because not only does he know he's done a fantastic job and he's come home to tell everybody about it, but other people are recognizing that what he's achieved is something really fantastic, and it's an achievement. Oh boy, is it an achievement. So it's basically, as the card says, it's the card of good news. It's a card of, you giving yourself a pat on the back, but other people actually going, you know what, you've done fantastic. I'm so proud of you. And everybody acknowledging the success around it and the hard work that's gone into it, but the greatness about the achievement. So now let's have a look at what's coming in for you around the new moon. So I did allude to it at the beginning of the reading, but I've drawn some additional cards to look at what is happening at the new moon and what is happening at the full moon. So the first card is from the Heart and Soul deck of Oracle cards by Tony Carmine Salerno. And the card I've drawn for you is this lady, and she looks like she's been crying because she's got this, like her mascara's running down her face, and she's got these flowers around the top of her head. So she's looking a little bit thoughtful. She's looking off into the distance. Is she crying? Is she just thinking ahead? What is going on? And I, looking at the wording on the back of this card, it tells you that the clear message here is to step into your power, that you can create whatever you want to create. And the new moon is giving you the possibility. Set your intentions at this new moon. I've been posting this video just in time for the new moon because I wanted everybody to get the messages. And it's about planting seeds around this time. And that's what new moons are all about. It's about, the darkness of the moon being void of course and coming to newness. And within that newness, planting a seed in the darkness from which some really wonderful things can grow. And those are your intentions, your wishes, your hopes, sending those out to the universe. And then the ripening, the waning, the waxing of the moon to bring those to fullness. And so this is saying about, she's obviously been crying, this lady on the card. And maybe feeling bad about things that have happened, but also judging herself harshly because, you know, when things don't work out, we tend to beat ourselves up most badly, more badly than anybody else can ever treat us, because we do punish ourselves. And that's saying just don't judge yourself, listen to your heart, don't place any restrictions or boundaries around yourself, move forward, and don't be afraid to dream big. You know, okay, if you've experienced heartache and loss, if this year's been testing, trying, then that is all in the past, and every single new moon gives you an opportunity to begin again, to set new intentions, to put your faith in the universe, your trust in the universe, and know that everything that what the universe is wise and loving, and that's such a common thing that people say, because in the fullness of time we understand the reasons why we're tested and why we go through hardships, because it actually puts us in a better place, in a much stronger place. It's just going through them is tough. And so this card is saying, be kind to yourself. Everything that you need is within you. Plant those seeds and just step out and see the magic in life and really go. One more time. Come on, you can do this. Go Libra. And by the way, this reading is for you if you have your sun in Libra, if you have Libra ascendant, and also if you identify with your moon sign. If you have your moon in Libra, then hopefully this will resonate with you too. And so the final card I drew comes from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And this one relates to what is the power of the full moon bringing for you, Libras. And we've got Rhiannon the Sorceress. So this is wonderful. She's a Welsh goddess. And she's this, you know, can you see? One of the things that I've noticed about these cards is every single star sign, when I've been talking about the moon and the influences of the moon and the messages for you from your angels, has had a moon symbol on it. Oh my goodness, I've just noticed that we've got the full moon up there in the top right hand corner. She's riding on a unicorn, and then her veil is actually like a trail of stars leading up to the moon, and it's connected to the full moon. And this card is saying that you take that potential of the new moon and you bring it to fullness at the full moon, and you are a magical person who can manifest clear intentions into reality. And we have seen that with the Page of Fire in the middle of your reading, saying that you can cook up something really special, and at the end of the month when the full moon comes along, you're able to reap the rewards, you're able to stand in your power and get recognition that you truly deserve. And that's what Rhiannon the Sorceress is saying to you. Come on, dig deep, Libra, you've got it all. You've got the power to set magical intentions, and you've got the power to manifest them into magical situations and people that appear in your life. So I just want to tell you to get on with it. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Step back into your power. Get yourself straightened out. Connect with all those wonderful psychic energies that are going to trigger your intuition to creating something really powerful, and then enjoy the rewards at the end of the month. And do let me know how you get on with that, because that's probably one of the most goosebumpy readings that I've done for all the star signs. So, you know, there's always one who gets a really fabulous set of energies and set of messages, and you're it, Libra, you're it this month, so lucky you. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you'd like to follow me day to day, I have a Facebook page and it's called Angel Lady, so I would love to invite you to come and like my page and join my community of people who are interested in all things angelic. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do. There is a little I in the corner of this video, and also a link below this video where you can book a reading with me. So take care, Libra. Have a wonderful month, and I look forward to catching up with you in June.